Alexander, do you know what's the matter with Cecil?
Maybe he's got some other gal on the string.
I phoned his house and his aunt said he was out.
Oh, listen, don't chase after him. Not when I'm around.
Well, I can't understand it. He wouldn't come over tonight and he wouldn't say why not.
Oh, you didn't ask the sap to come over, did you?
Well, well, he always does anyhow.
Well, I don't see you chasing after me.
No. I mean, why don't chase after anybody?
I'm glad he isn't around. He gets in my hair.
Oh, I want to know, did you loan Cecil $30?
Me? Ha! What a good joke.
Oh, then you didn't?
I wouldn't loan him powder to blow his brains out.
Then you didn't loan him the $30 he paid back to me?
What did he pay you back $30 for?
Well, you see, he was keeping my club money for me, and his dog Nero lost it, see?
Ha! Oh, boy, what a good joke. And Cecil had to make it good. Now my day is complete.
And I was just wondering where he got it. I thought he borrowed it from you.
Hey, you know, that reminds me. I saw Cecil about a month ago, late one night down by the warehouse.
What were you doing down there?
I was driving home and had a flat. I left the keep in a garage and walked to a streetcar and saw Cecil.
What was he doing?
Just sitting by the curb, parked. And some man came out with a grip and Cecil drove him away.
Well, for goodness sake, who was it?
I don't know. He wouldn't say anything.
Well, I don't see why Cecil wouldn't come over tonight.
So he lost your money and had to make it good. That's funny.
How do you like working at the store, Alexander?
Oh, it's not bad. But the old man is sore at me for getting kicked out of college.
How do you like Mrs. Mason?
Well, she falls all over my neck. But that's because she's after the old man.
That's what Cecil thinks, too.
Hey, why do you let that guy hang around, Sally?
Now, Alexander, don't say that.
Well, I will say, of all the wet smacks, he's the wettest.
Do you think it's nice to talk about your friends?
He's no friend of mine.
He doesn't talk about you. That is not much.
And just because he was lucky in a fight with me once, it doesn't mean he can always be.
Now, Alexander, you know you're afraid of Cecil when he gets mad.
Oh, don't make me laugh, honey. I got a cracked lip.
Besides, it's not nice to fight and things.
If you want to know what I think of him, I could tell you. I don't run a guy down, but Cecil is everything I don't go for.
Cecil isn't here, Alexander. Now, you shouldn't say anything.
Oh, why not? He thinks he knows everything. He's dumber than I could ever hope to be. And that wreck he drives around. A junk man's dream of heaven.
Alexander, I won't let you talk about him.
And as for clothes, he got his taste for ties out of a fire sale. I don't talk about myself, but if I didn't think I was better looking than Cecil, I'd hire out to scare children.
You wouldn't say anything like that if he were here.
Oh, wouldn't I? I'd tell him to his face he's nothing but a wet blanket.
I don't believe it. If you did, he'd get mad.
And that would be fine. And then I'd throw him out of here on his ear. That's what I'd do. Who's that? Your uncle?
No, I don't know. Come in. Who is it?
Would Mr. Smith be coming in now?
Well, he wouldn't ring the bell. Oh, hello, Cecil. Oh, well, of all things.
Oh, hi, Cece. How are you, pal? We were just talking about you. Glad to see you.
I thought you weren't coming over.
Well, I didn't think so either, but here I am. You see, Alexander's here.
Yes, Alexander has been here a long time. I didn't hear you drive up in front.
I came over on the streetcar.
What's the matter? Was that good-looking car of yours on the blink, Cece?
Oh, do you think it's good-looking, Alexander? I thought you said that
We
you
were
didn't
just
think...
wondering why you didn't come over, Cece. Hey, park here and rest your mind.
What kept you so long, Cecil?
I had to do something.
Sally was asking me why you didn't come over, and I told her, I said he's got a good reason.
Oh, did you?
That isn't what you said, Alexander. You said
Oh,
that...
I kid around, but you know me, Cece.
You bet I do. Yeah, like that.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I'd have come over sooner, Sally, but I had something to do important.
What was it?
Well, I can't tell you.
Cecil, what were you doing over by that warehouse last month?
Who told you about that?
Oh, I just happened to mention that I saw you parked over there, Cecil. No harm. I just happened to think of it.
Was it any of your business?
Well, Cecil, don't get mad.
I can go any place I want to, can't I?
You don't have to tell me. I was just thinking, that's all.
Well, if you've got to know, I was making some money.
Oh, was that the time you got the $10 to help Willie?
Yeah. No.
Well, where'd you get the 30 to pay back Sally for losing her club money?
Is that any of your business?
Cecil, don't act mad.
Oh, don't get touchy. If it's anything to hide, Oak.
It's nothing to hide, but it's none of your business.
Now, Cecil, don't start anything. Alexander's just dying to fight you anyhow.
Why, no, Sally. Where do you get that? I didn't say anything like that.
Why, Alexander, don't you remember you said that you'd throw Cecil out on his ear?
Oh. Did you say that, Alexander?
Oh, Cecil, I might have said something like that in a kidding tone. You know how I talk.
Yeah, I know. Kidding on the square.
And, Cecil, if you're coming over to my house, you'll have to act nice.
What was Alexander saying about me?
Nothing, Cecil. Why wouldn't talk about you, would I, Sally?
Well, no, I guess Alexander wouldn't. He didn't say much.
Well, what did he say?
He only said he was better looking than you. That's nothing.
Oh, listen, Cecil, would I say that? Why, you're the best-looking kid around here. No wonder Sally likes you.
Oh, rats.
I wouldn't let anybody talk about their friends behind their back.
And that's the way I look at it, too.
But, Alexander, you didn't when you called Cecil a wet towel. No, it was a blanket, wasn't it?
Hey, you know, Cecil, Sally wanted to go to a show tonight, but I said, let's stay here. Cecil might get away early.
But, Alexander, you did say that Cecil got his ties at a fire sale. Now look at Cecil's tie. That's a pretty tie, and it didn't come from a fire sale, did it, Cecil?
Alexander, you're going to talk too much someday. Now, I'm warning you. You leave me alone, you hear me?
Why, of course, Cecil. There's nothing to get huffy about.
Now, Cecil, I didn't mean to say anything.
Well, I'm glad you did.
And don't say things like that to Alexander. I don't want you to fight.
Oh, he won't start anything.
Yes, he will. He said so. Alexander isn't afraid of you, Cecil. I know, so please be careful. Uncle Thomas isn't here.
I'll bet plenty was said.
Oh, don't worry, Sally. I wouldn't fight. I'm a gentleman, and gentlemen don't fight.
Oh, thank you, Alexander.
Well, I guess I'll go. I got to be getting home anyhow.
Well, before you go, let me tell you this. What I do is none of your business, and I don't care who you are or who your father is.
All right, Cecil. Get that way if you want to. I know that Sally would rather go around with a gentleman, though.
Oh, Alexander, are you really going?
Yep, I got to. You see, I got to get home and take my boxing exercises. You see, I've been in training for 6 months now.
Oh, are you doing that, Alexander?
Oh, yes. You see, at Dad's club, the trainer is coaching me. Why, he says I could lick my weight in wildcats. Well, good night, Cece.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good night, Alexander. I'll walk to the door with you. I didn't know that you were really learning boxing.
Sure. I take jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and anybody that tries to start something with me better be careful. I don't say much, but don't let that fool you. Still water runs deep, you know.